Hello everyone, myself Divya Parmar and today I am going to present about the writer Wole Soyinka. This is our point for presentation. Famous quote by Wole Soyinka, factual details about Wole Soyinka, his career as a writer and conclusion. So I want to start my presentation with one quote by Wole Soyinka. This youth brought fresh blood into tired veins. It was indeed bliss to be alive, to watch youths finally begin to take the future into their own hands. So the full name of Wole Soyinka was Akinwande Olubule Babatunde Soyinka, and he was born on 13 July 1934. His parents was Samuel Ayodele Soyinka and Grace Anilo Soyinka. His occupation is author, poet, and playwright. And most his literary works are in genre of drama, novel, and poetry. He received a notable awards like Nobel Prize in Literature 1986, Basin Medal from Royal Society of Literature in 1990, Academy of Achievements Golden Plate Award 2009, and Anisfield World Book Award. And the last one is a Lifetime Achievements in 2012. So, his life and his career as a writer. After preparatory university studies in 1954 at Government College in Ibadan, he continued at the University of Leeds, where later in 1973 he took his doctorate. During 6 years spent in England, he was a dramatist at, at the Royal Court Theatre in London, 1958 to 1959. He was awarded a Rockefeller bursary and returned to Nigeria to study African drama. At the same time, he taught drama and literature at various universities in Ibadan, Lagos, and Ife, where since 1975. He has been a professor of a comparative literature in 1960 and he founded the theatre group in 1960s, the Mass, and 1964 for the Origin Theatre Company, in which he has produced his own plays and taken a part as an actor. He has periodically been visiting a professor at the University of Cambridge, Sheffield, and Yale. During during the civil war in Nigeria, Soyinka appealed in an article for case-fire. For this, he was arrested in 1967, accused for the conspiring with the Biafra rebels, and was held as a political prisoner for 22 months until 1969. Soyinka has published about 20 works, drama, novels, and poetry. He writes in English and his literary language is marked the great scope and the richness of words. As dramatist, Soyinka has been influenced by, among others, the Irish writer J. M. Sewing, but links up with the traditional popular African theatre with its combination of dance, music, and actions. His career as a writer. He wrote several plays in lighter vein, making fun of a pompous, westernized school teacher in The Lion and the Jewel. He first performed in the Evander 1959 and published in 1963. And the mocking the clever Parchester of the upstart prayer churches who grow fed on the conductility of their uh, Missionaries in the Trials of Brother Zero, performed in 1960 and published in 1963. Sorry, in 1973. His more serious plays such as The Strong Berry in 1963, Congi's Harvest opened the first festival of Negro arts in Darkar 1966. and it was published in 1967. The Road 1965 and From Zia with the Love 1992. And even the parody King Babu performed in 2001 and published in 2002 reveals his disgrade for the African authorization and leadership and his disillusionment with the Nigerian society as a whole. Other notable plays included The Madman and The Specialist, performed in 1970 and published in 1971. That and The King's Horseman 1975 and The Beatification of the Area Boy in 1995. These are other his works. In these Soyinka's other dramas, Western elements are skillfully fused with the subject matter and dramatic techniques deeply rooted in Yoruba folklore and religion. Symbolism, flashback, and ingenious plotting contribute to a rich dramatic structure. His best works exhibit humor and the fine poetic style, as well as the gift for irony and satire and for accurately matching the language of his complex characters to their social positions and moral qualities. From 1960 to 1964, Soyinka was the co-editor of the Black Orphans and an important literary journal from 1960 onwards. He taught literature and the drama and headed a theatre groups at the various Nigerian universities, including those of the Abandoned Eve and Lagos. After winning the Nobel Prize, he also was sought after as a lecturer, and many of his lectures were published, notably the Rat Lectures of 2004 and Climate of Fear in 2004. Thought he considers himself primarily playwright, Soyinka also wrote the novels The Interpreters in 1965, Seasons of Enemy 1973, and the Chronicles from the Land of the Happiest People on Earth in 2021, the current one, the latter of the which drew particular praise for its satirical take on the corruption of Nigeria. His work is characterized by the precise command of language and a mastery of a lyric, dramatic and a moderated poetic forms. Soyinka was the first black African to be awarded to the Nobel Prize for Literature. An autobiography, The Years of the Childhood, was published in 1981 and followed by the companion thesis of Isra, a voyage around Essen 1989, and Independent the Pentacles of Years, a memorial in 1946 to 1965, and it was published 1994. In 2006, he published another memorial, You Must Stand for at the Down. In 2005 and 6, Soyinka served on the Encyclopedia Britannica as an editorial board of advisor. So, to conclusion, I want to further want to speak about one part. Well, the first thing is that truth and power for me from an antithesis, an antagonism which will hardly ever be resolved. I can define, in fact, can simplify the history of human society, the evolution of human society as a contest between power and freedom by Wole Soyinka. Thank you.